Guys, get up. We gotta do the psych presentation.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Have you guys been asleep this whole time?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm hella tired.
Why?
School starts so early.
That's a good point, guys.
Okay, so before we get into it, according to the CDC, 76.6% of 12th graders get less than 8 hours of sleep. And sleep deprivation can cause obesity, diabetes, mental health issues, poor academic performance, and also impaired motor vehicle skills.
Let's talk about the first component of falling asleep. I mean, science behind falling asleep. Next slide, please, Rishi. Thank you, Rishi. There are 4 stages of sleep: N1, N2, N3, and REM. N3 occurs in the first 2 cycles, and where cellular repair occurs. REM is the most important stage, where people lose the fatigue they gain from their day. But REM occurs in extra 5-minute intervals.
Let's talk about component 2, waking up. We conducted a survey between the sophomores, juniors, and seniors at our school, and we found that 83% of participants said that they slept after 10:30. They were also waking up between 6 and 7 a.m. This meant that they were getting less than 8 hours of sleep, which, as Nayan mentioned before, is not nearly enough. Also, 69% of participants said that they felt a 4 or higher on a tiredness scale of 1 to 5 every morning.
Nice. Rishi, next slide. So I'll show them our graphs. Here we have a graph showing how tired are the kids in our school. You can see there's a big peak at 4, and still at 5, where people are more tired when arriving at school. Next slide, please, Rishi. Here we have when do our kids wake up. You see mostly at 6 and 6:30, kids are waking up in order to get to school. That's really early. Next slide, please, Rishi. And here you can see what Mythreya said. There's a large late sleeping time for most kids at 12 o'clock. That's midnight. That's the next day.
Component 3, at school. So we asked the students we surveyed, how many times a week do you sleep at school? And about 1/3 of them said that they didn't sleep at school at all, which is a good thing. And then 1/3 of them said they slept at least once a week at school, followed by 17% who said they slept twice a week at school, and then it accumulated with 4 times a week and 5 times a week, finally culminating with 3 as the least amount of times slept during the academic week.
Component 4, after school. How does sleeping later affect after school activities? Here we can say, Obama playing basketball, the younger kid. But can this kid still play basketball with Obama if school started later? That is the question. But school will be delayed. That means extracurricular activities will also be delayed. But this can be easily resolved by simply rescheduling games so that it fits our schedule and other school schedules. That way it can start at a later time where people can start school later and still go for activities.
Within the Colonial Valley Conference, coaches and administrators can work together to find an efficient time for all activities to meet and all schools to meet for whatever practices or games they need to be there for. Conclusion. Let's talk about the long-term effects of sleep deprivation. Not getting enough sleep means that you won't be able to clean out your cerebral fluid, as Nayan mentioned before. In the long term, this can lead to brain diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia. Additionally, a lack of REM sleep can lead to REM rebound, which can make a person feel more tired in the morning. This can impact an individual's performance in the workplace or in college in the future. Also, it causes a drop in mental activity and attention, and it affects academic performance, as we mentioned before, in the college or the workplace.
So why 8:40? Well, depending on the current elementary school time, you might be able to swap the high school and elementary school start times. Since toddlers and small children are known to have earlier sleep cycles, and teens are known to have later sleep cycles, it would be easier to switch the 2 around and have the toddlers and small children go to school earlier, while the teens go to school later. Also, having an extra hour of sleep allows for a healthier period for teen sleep, and more teens will wake up feeling more refreshed and energetic and ready to start their day. Also, this ensures that most teens will at least get 7.5 hours of sleep, which is
essential for letting them be healthy. Thank you. This was Nayan reporting from Cameron Drive.
Bye, Mr. Barley.